In the crowded corridors of Beirut International Airport, Officer Nasser and his partner Jim began their routine patrol. Jim, a German shepherd with a sensitive nose, usually performed his duties quietly. However, on this particular day, the usual routine turned into a mysterious story. Amid travel chaos and shipments, Jim's ears perked up when they approached an ordinary-looking bag coming from Ukraine and heading to Beirut, despite its unremarkable appearance. There was something about the bag that caught Jim's attention. He hesitated for a moment, then rushed toward it, leaving Officer Nasser puzzled. Jim's behavior was unusual. Instead of his usual loud barking, he let out a low whine and urgently crouched in front of the bag. Officer Nasser, a veteran, with years of experience, he realized the importance of this strange behavior, which indicated something beyond what they usually found. The box traveling from Ukraine to Beirut had almost invisible holes that piqued Jim's curiosity. The shepherd pulled back every time he sniffed around it, as if an unpleasant odor, imperceptible to his handler, had struck him, making him anxious about potential dangers. Officer Nasser called in the bomb disposal team to inspect the suspicious package. Wearing protective gear, the bomb squad led the box into an isolated room out of sight. The tension rose as the officers exchanged glances, their curiosity mixed with concern. Jim remained unusually lively, his tail wagging insistently, reflecting the seriousness of the situation as the bomb squad continued to inspect the box. Speculation ran among the officers outside. Finally, a sigh of relief echoed in the room when it was announced that the package was free of explosives, but the mystery persisted. What triggered such an unprecedented reaction from Jim? When tracing the small holes in the box, Officer Nasser noticed a faint smell coming from them. Indeed, Jim had detected something strange. By unanimous decision, the officers prepared to open the box, unsure of what they would find. But before we discover what they found, please like this video to help us reach 10,000 likes and subscribe to the channel for more. When the lid was opened, the officers were met with a sight that defied their expectations. 3 Siberian tiger cubs, startled by the sudden light, huddled together inside a box filled with sawdust. An astonishing silence filled the room. After opening the box, Officer Nasser found himself bewildered for a moment. The discovery of the tiger cubs revealed a story that went beyond their training and plunged them into an unfamiliar world of animal neglect. After the cubs were carefully extracted, the reality of their plight became even clearer. The cubs, which were born in a zoo in Ukraine, were supposed to be exchanged and sent to Damascus, but they ended up in a crate without proper care. Dehydrated and with matted fur, she bore the marks of her harrowing journey. Moved by compassion, the officers provided blankets and water, and a comfortable space for the tiger cubs at the airport. When animal control arrived, they moved the tiger cubs to a safe place where they could receive proper care and attention. The tiger cubs, now named Maya, Tanya, and Anton, have become symbols of courage. Despite their difficult start, they were given a second chance at life. With the help of dedicated caregivers and veterinarians, the rehabilitation process included physical and emotional healing as well as their social development. Gradually, Maya, Tanya, and Anton began to adapt to their new environment, and their personalities started to emerge as they explored their surroundings. This entire situation sparked a global conversation about animal trafficking and the importance of treating animals with care and kindness. As you may already know, animal trafficking has a significant negative impact not only on individual animals but also on entire ecosystems. Animal trafficking often targets endangered species or those at risk of extinction, and by removing them from wild populations, traffickers contribute to the decline of these species, disrupting ecosystems and negatively affecting biodiversity. Animals that are trafficked often suffer greatly during the process, which is simply inhumane. They are often captured violently, and during transport, they are crammed into small spaces. as happened with these cubs, and kept in unsanitary conditions. In addition, trafficked animals receive no care or attention, and in extreme cases they are even abused. And many of them die before reaching their destination due to stress, injuries, or diseases. Animal trafficking often involves the illegal trade of protected species, violating national and international laws aimed at preserving wildlife. Not only is it illegal, but it can also be dangerous to the health of both animals and humans. It can facilitate the hunting, transportation, and trade of wild animals. The spread of zoonotic diseases, which are diseases transmitted between animals and humans, is increased by wildlife smuggling, raising the likelihood of disease transmission and posing significant risks to public health. Moreover, many of the species targeted by smugglers have significant cultural and environmental value, as they may play important roles in indigenous cultures, traditional practices, and ecosystem function. As a result, the loss of these species can have profound cultural, spiritual, and environmental consequences. Overall, animal smuggling poses a serious threat to global biodiversity, animal welfare, among other things. That day at the airport, Officer Nasser and the scientist got a glimpse of that, but thanks to Jim, the tiger cubs were saved. This story also raised awareness, which is very important for making a change. As Maya, Tanya, and Anton took their next steps toward a life closer to their wild heritage, they served as a reminder of the resilience of animals and the power of compassion in overcoming adversity. Their extraordinary story inspired countless individuals and reinforced the need for vigilance in protecting wildlife. What do you think about today's story? Let us know in the comments and leave some kind words for Jim, who was a good dog. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to the channel for more. See you next time.